Hey guys, this is OddOneGaming. This is going to be another Raid Shadow Legends video. So in today's video, I'm going to show you something that I've, not figured out, but something that I wanted to test out, and that is a clan boss team with Ronda that kind of makes sense, because honestly, if you have a look at Ronda, everybody gets her for free. She has some interesting skills and that can do some pretty solid damage. Also brings a good aura with attack in all battles, but the whole thing is she doesn't bring any viable debuff for the sake of the clan boss. So I was trying to think about something with the Maneaters, because most people might have a bat eater going on and they would be like, okay, what DPS can I use it for the sake of that? Some people might be using it with maybe ninja, or some people might be doing with something else. There might not be that close to doing that 2 key, that 1 key, whatever. Usually 2 key should be pretty easy. So I was trying to test out and have a look what I could build with her, and honestly I got to the point where I figured out, what, I don't have a Deacon-eater on my own account or like on my own YouTube channel made like as a guide. So I'm like, what, let's do that with Ronda. And basically that team revolves around, I'm just gonna show the preset here because I have no keys available, and basically that team revolves around using, where is it, let me see where I find it. So this is the team. It uses Deacon Armstrong, 2 Maneaters, Painkeeper, and Ronda. So this is the variation in case you do not have a Seeker. Seeker is still a little bit stronger for the sake of a Bat Eater because he brings the increased attack for everybody. But if you decide to try and do something with Ronda, but maybe you do not have a Seeker, or maybe you have a Seeker and a Deacon and you're trying to see which one's better, I tried to do it with Deacon Armstrong because at least he brings a decreased defense and he also brings the leech, which can be helpful for the sake of those retribution procs. So basically the way this team revolves is it's not a full auto as the Bat Eater, but after preset this one goes pretty well. So the way that you want to have the presets are: Deacon has the A3 as priority, then the second priority the A2. Maneater again, priority the A3 and the A2, same thing for the second one. Ronda, you can let her do whatever, she's mostly going to be doing her A1 and her A2, and because these are triple hitters, she'll be having the Giant Slayer on her, and that's gonna ramp up some crazy damage. Plus her passive does a little bit more damage because she has a chance to join the attack of every ally whenever they do a skill. She has the chance to join that attack, which can ramp up some more damage. And Painkeeper again, priority A3, second priority A2. So what I'm going to do is I will be showing you the the run itself, see how it goes. Then we're gonna come back, look at the damage, look at the builds, and we can talk about what can be improved and so on. And when it comes to the rotation, there is a certain rotation. If you look here on the Deaconeater on there with Jedi, these are the rotations that you gotta do. I'm showing them on stream. On this video, I'm showing them here, but I'm gonna have these pinned in the description as well for you to have access to them. But let's go into the clan boss run, and then we're gonna come back, look at the damage, and speak a little bit about it. So see you in a bit. And we are back. So the damage that we did is 63.52 million overall. If we see Deacon Armstrong did 11.8, Maneater number 1 almost 9 million, Maneater number 2 almost 9 million, Ronda with almost 26 million damage, and then Painkeeper with 7.6 million damage. So you know what, it's not quite a wonky, but depending on your gear, this could be taken to a wonky. Or if you're not quite there yet, you know what, you can actually do a wonky, but you have all these champions, you just managed to hit the speeds and you have Ronda available. I would actually do it because the way the Ronda is built for this team, you will be able to use her in other areas of the game because she's decently fast and she has a decent enough damage build. So let's have a quick look at the builds for the champions. And they are as follows. So Ronda, basically I have, the thing is, this one I'm not 100% sure you can do a relentless, but it's, you know, I didn't want to do it with relentless because it's quite, you know, the speed is a bit high and the damage that I got on her again is pretty high. So I wanted to show something that without relentless, you know, nothing with relentless, just try random gear, whatever you had. So what you want to aim for is the 201 speed on her, and then give her crit rate and attacking crit damage just to make her, you know, do damage. You do not necessarily need to have her booked. If you have her booked, she's going to do a little bit more damage and come back to this A2 faster. But even not booked, she's still going to do a solid amount of damage. And when it comes to mastery, you want to have the usual masteries for the sake of a Bat Eater, and that's having Giant Slayer as tier 6 because she has triple hitters. And then on the defense, you want her to have Retribution because she's always going to get a hit after a certain point that's going to do more than 25% of her max HP. And you know, this one being paired with Deacon's Leech, it helps a ton. That's why I kind of did not take Life Drinker here, and I took Whirlwind of Death, and I also took Cycle of Violence because I want to keep the same build for the sake of doing some dungeons, for the sake of campaign farming, and basically using the same build that we have on Ronda for everywhere else. So this is what I have on Ronda. Then Maneater number 1 needs to be, it's gonna be funny, both of my Maneaters are in Swift Parry because that's what he gave me because of the speed and the damage. So Maneater number 1 needs to be 278 speed, again 100% crit rate, then with crit damage and attack. Mastery is just the standard masteries for a Bat Eater. Maneater number 2, same masteries. And again, he's again in Swift Parry. With this one has to be 254 speed. This one can be like 253, but you have to be careful. At 253, I put in the Swift Parry set, it was not enough. I had to up the speed to 254. So always keep in mind those speed sets, those perception sets, those divine speeds, Swift Parry, whatever gives you the extra speed, or if you have Lord of Steel. One thing I do want to mention, for the sake of the Maneaters, you need the A3 at least to be fully booked, to be on a 5-turn cooldown. Then Deacon, I have Deacon honestly put in a toxic set because he doesn't do the, you know, the highest damage on him, like himself as a champion. So I was like, you know what, let me just try and get him and the Painkeeper because these are the ones that will do the lowest damage normally in toxic. And as you saw, he actually did more damage than the Maneaters. So he's running at 226 speed, 100% crit rate. You do need accuracy on him in order to land his decreased defense and leech, and then some attack and some crit damage. Again, the speed that he has, if you think about it, if you have Deacon in the same speed and Ronda at the same speed, you can use them together in a team in dungeons and they're still gonna work because Deacon's still gonna go first, he's gonna land the decreased defense, and then Ronda's gonna come with the smack. So you know, I try to make this a more relatable and a more viable build for the sake of all the champions to be used in several areas of the game. When it comes to masteries for Deacon, same thing. The reason why I took him, for example, in Harvest of Despair is if you do decide to change Deacon's build and take him out of the clan boss and maybe build him in the stun set, which can be really helpful because he comes back to his A2 pretty fast. Every time you land the stun, you have an extra chance to land the leech. So this is a pretty interesting mastery. But the basics is again War Master, Life Drinker, and Retribution. And then Painkeeper we have in different masteries because for the sake of this one, he can be Retribution, but it's a little bit of a trickier build. It's a bit different, so it's easy to just go down the support tree, go Steadfast, go on the healing so he heals a bit more, and then again have War Master and Life Drinker for him. And then for the sake of Painkeeper, again I have Painkeeper and Toxic. Painkeeper needs to be at 251 speed, then 100% crit, and after that attack, defense, and crit damage, or even HP because her damage scales off of everything. So yeah, this is gonna be it for the sake of the Deaconeater with Ronda. I wanted to kind of show that, you know what, like I said, she can be a good damage dealer even for the sake of the clan boss. Like 26 million is not a bad damage that she does, and like I said, considering that the build that she has right now, she can be used as a nuker for arena, she can be used in dungeons, she can be used everywhere else in the same build as a DPS. So yeah, this is gonna be it for the video today, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope this is gonna be helpful for you. If you do like my content, do not forget to like and subscribe to help me grow my channel, and I'm gonna see you on the next one. Peace, love, take care everyone. Bye guys.